Hi guys, are we live? Funny because I managed to get the other camera working, so the sound's better, the quality's better. I'm getting used to it. I'm used to the last week of being on the low quality camera that now I've got the good camera on. These cameras, I tell you what, I don't know if any of you know what they are, but I blooming highly recommend them. Let me just get your chat up. Where are we? Chat. So a lot of you will watch this later. Obviously, this is live. Oh, who we got here? Let's have a look. Let me just quickly say hello to everyone. So we've got Anita, Teresa, Julie, Jen, Tammy, Cup Guy. Hi, Cup Guy. How you going, my friend? Cup Guy, I tried to ring you twice. Let's have a look. But welcome to our discussion. Tony's here as well. Hi, Tony. Tony's been talking to me. Who we got? Ebrew, Anita, Karen, Jane. Let's have a look. Deborah, Matthew, Hillbilly Cat. Of course, subscribe to Matthew. The whole point of this discussion, it's only going to be a short discussion, is that we are turning over a new leaf. We are changing. We are changing. We are. Let's have a look. Okay, right. Now remember the fact that we're changing. I think I've read some comments. We're not changing because of one person. Yeah, I wish it was just one person. I think we're changing because of a few different things have happened. Yeah, so it's not fair to just blame one person. Too much has happened. Too much has happened. Yeah. So the problems we are having on defending Elvis. So I'm just untangling my earphones. Right. Okay. Right. Let's have a look. So hi, Jimmy and Jane. Thanks for joining me. Okay. So first of all, guys, what do you think of the new name? What do you think of the new name? Defending Elvis with a Forgiving Heart. What do you think of the new name? Give us your feedback. Someone's bought me a coffee. Tony's bought me a coffee. Thank you, Tony. Remember, this live is going to be positive. There is going to be nothing in this live negative. Not a word. Thanks, Pat. Pat gets me a coffee. Any negative comments, I'm ignoring them. Okay, so we are here because this is a new beginning. Okay, so where do we start? First of all, I want to officially apologize to any YouTube channel or YouTuber or family member or stepbrother or cousin or anyone. I officially apologize to you that we've had to go down the road of arguing. Whoever you are, could be the Smiths, the Stanleys, could be Joe Sins, could be who else? Let me just think. I mean, believe it or not, there isn't actually that many people, is it? It's like the Smiths, the Stanleys, Joe Sins, Spa Guy, Trey. Yeah, really, that's it, and that's the core of it. Yeah. I apologize to every one of you. Yeah, and we are gonna have a new beginning because, guys, there's many reasons why we have to do this. Yeah, there's many reasons. Yeah, it's not because I'm going to get sued, because that has been dealt with already. We've agreed stuff and that has been dealt with. I don't have to do this. Yeah, I don't have to. I'm not doing this to prevent me getting sued. The getting sued situation is behind us. I'm doing this because if we don't bloody change our ways, yeah, and start to find a way forward and start to defend, like I've always said, Yeah, we must defend no hate with love, with kindness. We must defend in a way that Elvis would be happy. I've always said it. You can go back, a year, more than a year, 12, 13 months, and I've said it from day one. No hate, no hate. Whether it doesn't matter who we're talking about. It does not matter who we're talking about. It should never have come from hate. It doesn't matter if it's the Smiths or Priscilla or the Stanleys or an Elvis channel that disagrees with us. Yeah, because we've had a couple of ding-dongs with a couple of Elvis channels. We can't defend with hate, guys. We can't. In the end, it will bite us on the bum. Yeah? In the end, for a start, we wouldn't survive. We would not survive 1 minute if we carry on like this. We are literally that close from being completely shut down. Yeah? You got to think about YouTube. You got to think about YouTube. We are that close. So this is, from the point of view of you guys here at Defending Elvis that are part of our movement, part of YouTube, unless we find the right way to defend Elvis, the right way to move forward, there will be no Defending Elvis. There will be no YouTube channel. So for me, it isn't just about that. Yeah, because my life goes on without YouTube. I have an amazing life. I've got a brilliant life. I've got a very full life. Yeah, I'm a very lucky person. Yeah, I don't take my life for granted. If I never made another video again, my life's still going to be great. Yeah, this is about our movement on YouTube. Yeah, so if any of us here want to carry on as a YouTube channel that is called Defending Elvis, that I'm the front person, Louis at Defending Elvis, what we're doing isn't going to work. We will be shut down within days. Within days. I would say within hours. Yeah. We are not going to carry on as we are. Yeah. So, but that isn't my main reason. Let me just try and work it out. This has been coming. Yeah. This has been brewing. Yeah. Now, when I fell out with Joe Sins, yeah, for me, yeah, there we are, Tammy. You got it. We have to exist. We have to carry on existing. But for me, there was a turning point. Yeah, I'll tell you the turning point. Yeah, it was falling out with Joe. Falling out with Joe Sins was the number one person who I liked, who was a friend, who I respected, and I loved his channel. I love him as a human being, his family. I respect Joe. I respect Joe a lot. Yeah. And Joe has been giving me good advice since I started my channel. Joe Sins, seriously, he's been helping me on and off. I think we've helped each other. Yeah. So falling out with Joe was like losing my best friend. Do any of you, can I bring you into this discussion? Yeah. Do any of you see how upset I was that me and Joe had fallen out? Do any of you get that? That how No, but I'm talking about when you make a YouTube friend, okay, he's always supported me, yeah, and the friend, we've been talking on and off every week for a long time. I felt like I lost a good friend. I felt like I lost a friend. Could you imagine losing a best friend? Yeah, obviously it's a YouTube friend, yeah, it's social media, but I still felt that way. There we are. Tony understands. Yeah, I mean, for a lot of you, of course, we have to survive as a YouTube channel. Yeah, Karen understands it. Tammy, that is very good words. It broke my heart. It did break my heart. It did. I was gutted. I couldn't sleep. It was on my mind for days. I literally couldn't believe I'd fallen out with Joe Sins. Could not believe it. So that really did make me look at things. Yeah. So don't forget, there's other people involved in this. Yeah. Some of you want to mention Spargo and Trey and stuff like that, but there was other people. Yeah. This isn't just one person here. This is, obviously our disagreements with the Smiths, with the Stanleys, you know, and then you've got how we discuss Priscilla, because there is a way to defend Elvis and discuss Priscilla without hate, because obviously I still have strong views about things that have gone on in history concerning Priscilla Bulow and Elvis. I still have strong views, but it's how we do it. Yeah, how we discuss Priscilla's wrongdoing has to be done in a respectful way. It has to be done without name calling, without insulting. My twin brother said to me, we have to lay out the facts. We lay out the facts and then we discuss them. We don't just attack and name call. Yeah. You know, anything that has happened in history with anyone concerning Elvis, yeah, and the family members and the Memphis Mafia and, you know, family members, friends of Elvis, we have to discuss these things. This is what my brother was saying. We discuss what's happening. No attacks, no name calling. Yeah. If I want to say that I disagree with things that were said and I want to give an opinion, that's okay. But it's okay that other people disagree with me. Yeah. So if I have a view on a book, if someone wants to give me their view, that's fine. If I have strong feelings about Priscilla Presley, if someone wants to disagree with me, that's up to them. So we have to be more understanding. We have to be more respectful. We have to, and as the new name says, defending Elvis with a forgiving heart. We have to be forgiving. Yeah. And I do think that that we have to go back in history, yeah, and go, okay, let's try and understand what happened. Yeah. Let's put ourselves in their shoes. Yeah. I'm not going to name people at the moment. I don't think this live stream is for that. But we have to go back and say, right, let's try and work it out. Let's try and get some facts. Let's do some research, documents, discussions. That is what we should be doing. We should be having open discussions concerning all the topics, the defending topics. Don't forget, we are an Elvis channel, so we also will be doing just normal, light-hearted Elvis topics. You know, I've got loads of books. There are many, 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 many topics. Yeah, I've got too many topics. Defending is a big part of what we do, but we are also an Elvis channel. But we are also hang on a minute. Remember, we are also we're a family. We're Team Elvis. Remember, any negative comments at the moment are not going to be part of this live stream. Okay, so we are also we're a family. We're Team Elvis. Yeah, we're Team Elvis. We come together every day. We discuss all things Elvis. Yeah, like yesterday we were doing Anita Wood's book, weren't we? We were doing the other day we were talking about Ginger Alden. Yeah, I want to, like, one of the things I want to talk about is Linda Thompson. Yeah, I'm just looking at my book, June Junico. I want to discuss that book. I'm just looking at the books. Yeah, we've got Jerry Schilling book. There was just so much. Obviously, we've got The Faith of Elvis. Yeah, there's another book. We could go on and on. I'm looking at these books. I'm like, oh my God, I've got so many books. Yeah. So I could go onto my Facebook, on my Facebook page, Defending Elvis. There are literally thousands of topics on there. So do we want to carry on or not? It's that simple. Do we want to carry on existing as a Defending Elvis channel? Yeah. So let me get your comments up, because they're shooting by. Let's have a look. I actually quite like the name, Defending Elvis with a Forgiving Heart. I really like the name. It just feels right to me. Let me just get your comments up on here. Right. Yeah, there we are. Teresa says there's nothing wrong with defending as long as it's done the right way. Quite like the name. Right. So, what was I saying? So a little bit of history. Yeah, a little bit of history. Okay. So I was in shock. Me and Joe fell out. There's more to the story. Me and Joe, me and Joe. Eventually, me and Joe, started talking again, and Joe gave me some bloody good advice. Yeah, I mean it's private messages, so I won't go into it too much. But Joe basically said, "Come on, there is a way forward. We can still defend because Joe does want to defend. Yeah, but there's a way to do it with understanding, being respectful, being forgiving, doing it from the heart." And he's right. He's right. He also doesn't think it's right that we are just running around arguing with people. Yeah, and I think he's right. I think he's right. And I actually don't think we can survive that way. I actually don't think as a YouTube channel that we can survive arguing with everyone. Just don't think we can. I think our days are limited. I think it got so serious. I actually think within hours, within days, we were going to be shut. Yeah. So that ain't right. Yeah. So and to be honest with you, I don't want to argue with these people. I don't want to argue with the Stanleys, with the Smiths, with other YouTube channels, with Joe Sins, and with certain YouTube channels, with certain subscribers that I just don't want it. Can't be bothered. Yeah. And so that's where we are. So basically, Joe showed me, just had a discussion with me. Me and Joe are all good. We've made up. We're friends again. I'm proud to say we've started chatting again. Of course, I fully support Joe Sins and his channel. I always have. I personally think that the argument with me and Joe, I overreacted. Honestly, I think I overreacted. I think I was so hurt by the fact that we'd fallen out. I just think I was so hurt by the fact that me and Joe had fallen out that it was like a, what's the word? Like a, you know, when you have an argument with a good friend, you say things you don't mean. Have any of you been in that position? If any of you had an argument with a good friend, and then you just shout things you don't mean, yeah? That's what happened with me and Joe. Yeah, I was hurt, so I overreacted. Now the situation with so Spar Guy, believe it or not, even though what happened with Spar Guy, he did give me some good advice. In one of Spar Guy's messages, he did say, "Look, you don't need to argue with these people." He did say that. And he explained to me, you know, he gave me a bit of advice, and you know what? I agree with him. We don't have to argue with these people. There's a different way forward for defending Elvis. There is a much more positive way forward. Yeah, we can discuss the things that we are not happy about concerning Elvis, concerning Priscilla, concerning the history of Elvis, without arguing with everyone. There is a way forward. Yeah. So really, Spar Guy's advice, Joe Sin's advice, has actually done me a favour and actually has done me some good. Yeah. So I'm glad it happened, because I do think that the arguments have become too regular. I actually think it started to irritate people. I think after a while it just becomes irritating. Yeah. People are tuning into my channel. They want to hear me defend Elvis with a group of defenders, with Elvis fans. They also want to hear me talk about Elvis, because don't forget, I am also an Elvis channel. I'm not just a defending channel. I've always been an Elvis channel that also defended. Yeah, and I've always said we defend with love, no hate. I have always said it. But my point is, in the end, the thing that was happening was that we were spending more time defending Louis, you know, arguing with certain channels or certain people, than we were discussing Elvis, defending Elvis, doing Elvis topics, discussing Elvis history. Obviously, Elvis's history is there's much more to it than just Elvis. We've got Elvis, Lisa Marie, and all of the family and all of the friends, and there's a lot more to it. All the music and the movies and you know, just the whole story of Elvis going way back to the late 40s and up. So yeah, so what else? So basically, just so you know how we found the name. Yeah. So Joe was talking to me. He's probably asleep now anyway, but because it was the middle of the night. And so I've got a twin brother. My twin brother is an Elvis fan, same like me. He remembers Louis, 5 years old, with his collar turned up, sat at school at assembly, thinking he was Elvis, with his hair brill creamed back. Yeah. My brother understands that I literally feel that my life was saved by Elvis. Yeah. Now, some people go, why was your life saved by Elvis? I can tell you guys, I had a very extreme, abusive childhood. Yeah. Not sexual. Yeah. Just I had a very abusive childhood. Yeah. Elvis took me away from that. Okay. That's how he saved my life. And Elvis put me on the path for a good life. I've had a good life. Yeah. A lot of success. Obviously, through a lot of hard work as well. Me and my twin worked really hard. Yeah. But my point is, I owe Elvis. I really owe him. Like, honestly, guys, I can't even explain to you how much Elvis affected my life in every way. Not just with my hair and how I dressed and how I acted and my personality and the way I am as a human. He also affected my confidence. It gave me the loving Elvis, trying to be like Elvis, gave me the confidence to have the guts, the courage to get into business. Me and my brother getting into business has given us successful lives. You know, homes, yeah, families, children, yeah. So I do feel a big debt to Elvis. Yeah. And I do feel like I have to pay Elvis back. I am very defensive about Elvis. I take things personally. Yeah. So does that make sense, guys? If I hear someone say something bad about Elvis, I want to fight for Elvis. If I hear someone say something bad about Teresa, why did I say Teresa? About Lisa Marie Presley. Yeah. I want to defend her. Yeah. If I hear something said bad about Riley, Finley and Harper, I want to defend them. If I hear something bad said about Gladys, Vernon and Benjamin, there's something in me, like a defense mechanism, that jumps up and says, I'm going to defend them. Yeah. I do act almost as if they are family members to me. It's just how I feel. I think many of you feel the same way. Yeah. I think many of you feel that as if you're protecting a family member. I feel like I'm trying to protect Elvis, his legacy, his reputation, his image. I feel like I'm trying to protect Lisa Marie, Riley, Finley and Harper, Gladys and Vernon. Yeah, I have a protective feeling towards them, and I think because of that, sometimes I overreact. I think sometimes because I take things very personally, I do think I overreact and I go too far. Yeah. So, you know, people make a joke of it, don't they? You make a video of a video of a video. I think it's because I'm determined to make things right again. Yeah. And in my brain, to make things right, I have to hammer home my opinions. I sort of repeat myself because I'm trying to get a message across. I'm trying to say, look, this is not fair and this is why. And I think because of it, I make a video of a video of a video. So guys, we haven't given up defending. Just so you know, we haven't given up defending. We're just going to defend in a different way. We are going to defend in a respectful way. We're going to defend in an understanding way. Now, when I say understanding, I am going to try. It ain't going to be easy, but I am going to try and understand what these people went through. I'm going to try and go, well, okay then, if that happened, why did it happen? Let's look at the facts. Let's discuss it on our YouTube channel. And we're going to try and make sense of it. Yeah? It doesn't matter who we're talking about. It doesn't matter who we're talking about. We could be talking about the Stanleys, the Smiths, Priscilla, Memphis Mafia, whoever we're talking about, and these topics are going to come up, we're going to try and make sense of it. We're going to try and analyze it. We will use documents and research, and it will become a discussion. Yeah, Emily, it is how I'm wired. Remember, we are a Defending Elvis discussion YouTube channel. We're not factual because we weren't there. It's opinion sharing. Yeah? With no hate, with love. Yeah? So believe it or not, I'm pleased. I'm actually glad that we hit a brick wall. Boom, we hit a brick wall. It's like, ow. It's funny because my son wrote off his car. Guys, bad news. My son Rio wrote off his car yesterday. He was at a junction. He pulled away too fast and he hit the car in front of him. So my son's car is a write-off. He's only 17 years old. So we had a bad day yesterday, mate. So he's okay. He's fine. Yeah, but he doesn't have a car anymore. So of course he's insured. He didn't break any rules or anything. Right, okay, guys. So I'm going to quickly scan for your message, then I'm going to go. So I actually thank Joe and Spar Guy for their advice. Honestly, I think this is a good thing. We have a new name, Defending Elvis with a Forgiving Heart, and I think that's the way forward. And we will only survive if we do this. And I also think we're not out of the woods. We're not out of the woods, guys. The next few days, next few weeks, there could be more problems. We could get shut down at any moment. This isn't done and fixed. This isn't sorted. I don't know what's coming, but let's just see. We're going to take it day by day, and we're going to just see how it goes. Of course, you guys know that I've got 2 strikes. If I get one more strike, we are closed forever. I repeat, if I get one more strike, it's over. Okay, guys? And, okay, you'll see me on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and X. I'll be there, but I won't be on YouTube. I repeat, if I get one more strike, there is no more Louis on YouTube. Yeah, no more Defending Elvis on YouTube. It will be game over. So we have to find a way forward. Yeah? Okay, guys? Let me just quickly zoom through your comments. Now, I'm not going to read out anything negative, guys. The whole point of what I'm saying now is we are from now on, there is no hate, no arguing. I will not be reacting to people that make videos about me. So this is my other problem. Certain people, certain channels have been saying things about me, and I've been overreacting. I've been reacting. Then it becomes a big row. Yeah, I'm not doing it anymore. So to anyone watching me now, whoever you are, whether you're Elvis people or not, or just YouTube channels or subscribe or YouTubers, I will not be reacting to anybody's email that YouTube channel that or video or email or WhatsApp or anything sent to me, or Facebook. Anything sent to me that insults me, that attacks me, I'm ignoring it. I'm not playing the exposing the bully game anymore. I'm not playing the Louis defending Louis game anymore, because every time I defend myself, we take ourselves away from what we're supposed to be doing, which is running an Elvis channel, because we are an Elvis channel as well, and defending Elvis. So I'm not reacting anymore. Even I don't care who you are. There's no reacting from Louis. You can make 10 videos about me. I will just completely ignore them, and I won't even watch them. I won't even watch them. So the defending Louis days are over. They are over. Yeah. Now remember, if we don't change, it's game over. To all of you who are like, oh, you know, Louis changing now. He's taken a new direction. You know, it seems like Louis is giving up. If we don't do this, we are going to be finished within a couple of days. Seriously, guys, take this seriously. If we don't take these steps, we are fini. Fini. My dad used to say, finito la musica. Finito la musica. It's game over. Yeah. Now we have a lovely family here. Yeah. We've got a brilliant friendships that have been created from this channel, from Defending Elvis. Our movement of Elvis Defenders are more than just Elvis Defenders. We are friends. We are family. Yeah. You want to keep this family going, we are going to have to change. We are going to have to evolve. Yeah. In a positive way. We're going to have to. Otherwise, bye everyone. Get it? We all come together every day. We all love each other's company. But if we don't exist, then what? So we have to evolve together as a group, as Team Elvis, okay? As Elvis Defenders, but also as an Elvis channel, because we are also an Elvis channel. Right, let's have a look. Let me just quickly scan through your comments. And I get it. Some of you ain't going to like it. Some of you ain't going to like what we're doing. I can't, you know, to the people that are not happy with the changes that we're making, we haven't got a choice. We haven't got a choice, guys. Come on, let's get real. I'm so pleased that I've made up with Joe. I tell you what, it's made my day because I really miss talking to Joe. You know, he's helped me a lot. I think we've given each other really good advice. Right, let's have a look. Just whizzing through your comments. I'm still going to discuss Priscilla, guys. I'm not giving up talking about Priscilla. We just won't do it with hate. We won't do it with hate. We won't name call. We will discuss it. Right, let's have a look. Oh, thanks, Tammy. Tammy likes what we're doing, don't you? Let's have a look. Yeah, Tony likes the name. Yeah, I'm a massive fan of course, you know, I'm a massive fan of Ginger Alden and Donna Presley. I have been discussing this with Donna and Karen, yeah? And trust me, they don't want the arguments. They don't want the arguments. They have been saying to me, ignore the noise, ignore the arguments. They want to focus on the Elvis channel and the defending, yeah? Because don't forget, even Donna, she doesn't just defend, she also is an Elvis channel that tells the world about her experiences growing up with Elvis, with the Presleys, yeah? They don't want to see me arguing with everyone. Even Donna Presley, we love her. She doesn't want to see me arguing with everyone. It doesn't appeal to her. Yes, we do have to sort of have our opinions. We do have to have our discussions. But even when Donna does her videos, she doesn't argue with people. She just, in a classy, respectful way, she says her point of view and moves on. Yeah, never personal, no attacks. Yeah, and I do. Yeah, Julie has said we have to mix up the topics. I agree. It can't just be defending. We have to mix up the topics, and I can mix up the topics, guys. I love Elvis. You know, we have to do the songs, the music. I mean, the movies, all the books and that. There's so much we can talk about. Yeah. So good advice from Julie. I think Julie's been saying that to me for a long time. Yeah, Sard. Yeah, Sard. Yeah, yeah. Look. I've tried to be forgiving. I've tried to defend in a kind way. I've hated the arguments, but sometimes I do feel we've gone too far, or I've gone too far sometimes. Yeah. Let's have a look. Elaine, thanks, Elaine. Elaine says, Lou, you've always had a forgiving heart. Yes, but Elaine, we have to do it in a way where we survive. This is the thing you're not. This is the thing that you have, that I know that some of you will struggle with. We have to find a way to survive, guys, to carry on. Yeah, we can't just be calling people names. We can't do it because we'll just get shut down. It's simple. Yeah, you can, Serge says, we can defend with opinions in a respectful way. My brother said, my twin brother, just lay out the facts. Yeah, so we discuss, say we pick a topic. Say if a recent topic is Priscilla being buried at Graceland. Okay, good topic. So what we do, we bring that topic up and we discuss it with no hate, no name calling. Yeah, what is the other topic? Elvis wanting to marry. Was Elvis forced into marrying Priscilla? We can discuss it. It's a topic. We list the facts. We do some research. The Elvis defenders come together and we discuss it. That is what we should be doing, not arguing with people and not calling people names or attacking people. We should just be a discussion YouTube channel where we are trying to get the truth out there in a kind way. Donna Presley wouldn't argue with people, would she? She would just say how she feels. Yeah, we have to do that. Right, let's have a look. Just reading your comments, guys. You know, the key word, guys, is no hate. Yeah, we're still going to bring things up, guys. We're still going to bring things up and discuss them, but we'll do it in a much kinder way, in a much more respectful way, in a much more understanding way. So I'm just trying to read your comments. You know I'm blind. Sorry. So there's 50 of you watching. Thank you for joining me. Hi, Serge. There we are. I'm here to defend Elvis respectfully if others can meet us in the middle. That's a good comment. Thank you. So lots of da. Yeah, Anita, I understand it, Anita. Yeah, and we can look into these things and discuss them. Yeah, we do have a, Tony's like, she's right. We've got an instant family here, haven't we? Anybody that joins us, we make them very welcome. I'll tell you what, it's loads of comments today. This is obviously very passionate. Yeah, Emily, Rio's fine. He's lost his car. His insurance is now going to triple, so he can't even afford a car. I think what we're going to end up doing is getting his car repaired, hopefully. Guess who's paying? Guess who's paying? It'll be Dad. Dad will be paying. It's going to be a few £1,000s. Yeah, Karen said you've got to turn the other cheek. I think when it comes to when it comes to people that are making videos about me and talking about me, yes, I have to turn the other cheek. I do. I have to not react. It's me reacting that has caused all this trouble. When I reacted to Joe's video that was with Billy Stanley, then we had loads of trouble. Yeah. So come on, guys. I didn't have to react, did I? I didn't have to react. And I overreacted as well. I overreacted. So I have to take it on the chin. I did overreact. Yeah, which is why I'm publicly apologizing to all these people. All of these people that have been involved in this mess, I publicly apologize. Because, come on, guys. We're trying to defend Elvis. We're trying to run an Elvis channel. We need to do it in the right way, with kindness. And I agree. In the end, I have to agree. We need to be more positive and stop pointing the finger. In the end, I actually concede and say, it's true. Yeah, it's true. Yes, we need to discuss these topics. 100%. I want to discuss Priscilla. Of course I do. Yeah. But we need to do it in a way that is acceptable. Yeah. Sir, I think Serge has just said, why do we have to change? We are not doing anything wrong. Serge, it's a very simple answer. Yeah. If we don't, we're going to close down. And I reckon today or tomorrow. Yeah. If we don't do this, we are shutting. Yeah. If we don't find the right path forward, it's game over for us. So that is a very blunt answer, but it's a truthful answer. Hi, Jimmy. How are you? Take this seriously, guys. This is very, very serious. So Dan just mentioned the Smiths. We have to find a way to discuss the topics of the Smiths in a respectful way where we are not arguing. Yeah, we have to. We can still discuss things, but we need to try and be understanding. We need to try and find some kind of forgiveness, and we need to try to do it in a non-hateful way. Yeah, we're still entitled to our opinions. We can disagree with things, but we say it in the right way. So yeah, the Smiths topic is going to come up, but it's how we do it, guys. It's how we do it. It can't be about hate. It can't be an attack. We must try and be understanding and see both sides of the story. So we've got our side, how we see things, because we're defending Elvis. And then they will have their side, how they see things, what they went through. So it's very simple. Yes, we are still going to talk about the Stanleys, the Smiths, Priscilla, but we're going to find a better way of doing it. Yeah, where we're not confrontational, where it doesn't feel like there's an attack. Yeah, so that's your answer. Dan, if we don't, we will be shut. It's very simple. Dan, if we don't find the right way forward on how we're going to defend, it's game over. Yeah, so I do understand that how strong and passionate you guys are about this. Let's have a look. Come on, we can do this. We can do this. We're a group. We can work out a way of doing this. Yeah, Jen, I've always said, don't insult people. No hate. So don't forget, we also have YouTube to deal with. Yeah, YouTube. We have to act within the guidelines of YouTube, or they will shut us down. Yeah, I repeat. Remember, we've got 2 strikes. If we get a 3rd strike, they're going to shut me anyway. Yeah, so we're that close from being shut down. So we have to function within YouTube's guidelines. So guys, this isn't just about other people. This isn't just about other YouTubers, other well-known people in the Elvis community. This is about YouTube. YouTube are going to shut us down if we're not careful. We've had 2 strikes. Remember, when you get a 3rd strike, you are banned from YouTube for life, and it's all your channels, and you are never allowed to start another channel ever. I repeat, if YouTube shut us down, there will never be another Louis YouTube channel ever. All my channels will be shut down. So we also have to think, we have to keep YouTube happy as well. Okay, guys? Ta-da. Yeah, Kelly just said negativity makes you unwell. It's true. It can't be good for the health, can it? Being negative can't be good for your health. I agree. Kelly, I agree with you, what you just said. It isn't good for anyone, is it? Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, Karen, I ignore her anyway. Yeah, Tammy, you're right. I've always said defend with no hate. I've always said that from day one. I still say it. I said it yesterday. I say it every day. I do, but I do think things have gone a bit pear-shaped. So, do, 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 do. Okay, I think we've said everything we need to say. Let's have a look. I think I've gone through all your message. Guys, everything we wanted to say within our Defending Elvis channel, our Defending Elvis movement, we've said it, haven't we? Haven't we literally covered everything? Does it need to be said again and again and again? You know, if it's causing resentment and arguments and backlash, if we're going to be shut down, if YouTube are going to shut us down, we've said what we wanted to say. We have made a difference. We definitely have achieved a lot. Yeah. Obviously, Donna joining us, Ginger being one of us, approving of what we stand for, has really helped. But we have made a difference, guys. Be very proud of that. It's like Diane has just said about appealing the strikes. That isn't going to fix this. So Diane, that isn't going to fix this, yeah? Because yes, we can appeal strikes. Yes, we can get strikes removed. But then someone else will do a strike. And then someone else will do a strike. And then someone else will do a strike. It'll be an endless circle. We have been getting strikes put on us for 15 months. So it isn't as simple as just appealing one strike or two strikes. It's about survival. So removing the strikes just buys us time. Removing the strikes just buys us time. We have to find a way. We have to find a way to move forward without getting more strikes. Do you not see that, guys? Yeah? This isn't about one person. This is about the survival of this channel. Yeah? Anyway, guys, I don't really have that much more to say. This is my official apology to all the people I've upset. I officially apologize to all the people I've upset. I will not be naming people anymore. There's no more naming people. Because as soon as I name people, I'm in a position, I'm in a very difficult position. Yeah? We can still discuss all these people, but we're going to do it with understanding, with respect, and we're going to do it in a way that YouTube find acceptable. We're going to do it in a way where we can survive as a Defending Elvis YouTube channel. But I must remind everyone, we are also an Elvis channel. So we are going to discuss many Elvis topics, okay? I do understand some of you are not fully happy with what we're doing, but if you want to be here tomorrow, we got to do this. Anyway, guys, I tell you what, I will end this, but I'm so pleased that me and Joe Sins are friends again. Yeah, honestly, I'm so pleased that me and Joe Sins are friends again, because that has been the number one thing that has upset me. Okay, so you know, thank you, Joe, for that we can be friends again and we can talk. I never wanted to fall out with Joe Sins. That has been a heartbreaking thing for me. You all watched my very first video where I was completely shocked by the fact that my favourite YouTuber, me and him had fallen out. Gutted I was. So remember, I always supported, when it concerning Billy Stanley, I always supported the book The Faith of Elvis, and I always supported him as an Elvis defender, and I still do. I still do support Billy Stanley, as an Elvis defender, and his book, the book, The Faith of Elvis. It's a beautiful book. It defends Elvis. And even with Spar Guy and Trey, I've always been a fan of their channel, and I've always been a fan of the museum. Yeah, I've always been a fan of the Tiger Man Dojo. Always. Yeah, I've always enjoyed Globetrotting Trey's channel and Spar Guy's channel. Yeah, so for months and months and months, do you get it? And even before I started discussing the Smiths, yeah, I was a fan of the Smiths. I was the fan of Elvis Fans Matter. I was a fan of Memphis Mafia Kid. I was a fan of Danny King. And I was a fan of Billy and Joe Smith. I've always been a fan. As soon as I went down the road of discussing the book, yeah, the infamous book, and the documentaries and stuff, suddenly I couldn't be a fan anymore. It was awkward. I want to enjoy their channels. I want to enjoy Elvis Fans Matter. I want to enjoy Memphis Mafia Kid. I like listening to the stories they tell. I like listening to the stories that Danny tells. Yeah. So I found myself in a dilemma where I've got all these people that I enjoy, and suddenly I'm the enemy. I'm the enemy. I don't like it. I don't like it. But to me, the last straw was falling out with Joe Sins. Once I fell out of Joe Sins, I was like, something's got to change. And remember, Joe Sins has reached out to me and given me some really good advice. Really good advice. A way forward. Yeah. So so is it Morbid Sparrow? There has to be something you could do to help your channel. You hate that people are striking us. We will always get striked if we are arguing with everyone. Yeah. If we are arguing with people, we're going to keep getting strikes, and eventually we'll get 3 and we'll be shut down. So we have to find a way to function and move forward without getting strikes. It's that simple. And YouTube wants that. When you discuss things with YouTube, the first thing they say is you should be getting on with people. You shouldn't be falling out with people. That's number 1 with YouTube. Do not fall out with people. Yeah. If you don't fall out with people, they won't get strikes. Yeah. So we have to find a way forward. Yeah. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to go. So it's all good. We've got loads more stuff to do. Remember, I've got a lot. I'm posting a lot of replays at the moment. So I know not all of you want to watch the replays, but I am. What I'm doing, I'm checking the videos, making sure that they're okay. They're not going to cause arguments, and then I'm reposting them. So we'll be doing those. Plus, I still will be doing my usual live every day, and I still will be making new videos as normal. And I've got loads of topics. This is my last video. This is my last video concerning this topic. The topic is we have to change. We've got a new name, Defending Elvis with a Forgiving Heart. I repeat, our new name is Defending Elvis with a Forgiving Heart. So we are going to be understanding, forgiving, respectful, no name calling, no hate, but we will still be defending Elvis. We are still a Defending Elvis channel, but we are also an Elvis channel. Yeah. And the best way forward is to apologize to these people and move forward. I also want to thank these people for giving me advice. These people gave me advice and created a way forward. Yeah. For me, a way that I could get my head around. You know, obviously Spar Guy and Joe Sins sent me advice. They did. And Joe Sins' advice is part of our new name. The thing of being understanding, respectful, and forgiving, and doing it from the heart. That was Joe Sins' advice. There's nothing wrong with that. If Joe Sins is saying, look, we just need to be respectful and understanding and defend Elvis from the heart, because Joe Sins completely wants to defend as well. Elvis wants to, Joe Sins wants to defend, yeah, but he wants to do it in a kind way, yeah. So I get it. Take care, guys. Love you all. Love you all. Thanks everyone for joining me. There's like 60 of you watching. Guys, you are going to see a new Defending Elvis. Things are going to change. I am not reacting to anybody attacking me or insulting me or making videos about me. I will ignore all of you. I'm here to defend Elvis with a group called Team Elvis, with Elvis fans around the world that want to defend Elvis. We are also an Elvis channel, so we will also be discussing all topics relating to Elvis as well. Well, I'm not here to argue with people. I am not here to argue with people. This is my last video discussing this topic. I apologize to everybody. Love you all, guys. You're the best. Thank you, Team Elvis. You rock. Thank you for being so special. Thank you for being there